In World War II, Italy built a bomber so advanced that Allied pilots laughed at it. Not because it was weak, but because its weapons didn't work when it mattered most. This is the story of the Piaggio P108, a flying paradox that was years ahead of its time and completely helpless in combat. The Piaggio P108 was Italy's only true four-engine heavy bomber of the war. Designed to rival the American B-17, it carried heavy bomb loads, long-range fuel tanks, and something no other bomber had in the early 1940s, remote-controlled defensive turrets. Instead of gunners sitting inside exposed positions, the P108 used electric motors, optical sights, and analog computing devices to aim weapons mounted on the engine nutshells. On paper, this made the aircraft revolutionary. Ground tests were flawless. At low altitude, the system tracked targets smoothly. The cannons rotated, aimed, and fired exactly as designed. Italian engineers believed they had built a bomber that could defend itself automatically, reducing crew size and increasing survivability. It should have been a game changer. But war doesn't happen on paper. When the Piaggio P108 climbed to combat altitude, everything fell apart. Enemy fighters appeared. Gunners tracked them. They pulled the trigger. Nothing happened. The turrets refused to fire. Again and again, crews reported the same nightmare. A perfectly functioning system on the ground that became completely useless in thin, cold, high-altitude air. Allied pilots quickly noticed. They began treating the P108 not as a threat, but as an easy target. The likely causes were brutal. Electrical failures in low air pressure, sensor misalignment due to temperature changes, systems never fully tested in real combat conditions. Italy had built technology ahead of its time, but without the industrial depth to refine it under wartime stress.
The Piaggio 108 wasn't a bad aircraft. It was a warning. In World War II, innovation alone wasn't enough. If your weapons failed at altitude, you were already dead.